Most of us have been conditioned for most of our lives to judge ourselves constantly. And it made me reflect on how powerful it is to start showing some compassion and kindness to that internal voice that just keeps constantly judging everything we do as human beings. And it also allowed me, at least in my life, what helped me to soften that loud judging voice was I started to see the part of me that I used to judge for so many years as the child that wasn't seen, as a part of me of the child that wasn't validated. And once I started to really shift my perspective on how I viewed the critic, the judging part of myself, it became easier to try to understand what happened to me. And also, most importantly, what has helped me over the years to really start to soften that loud judging voice, the inner critic, is one simple thing that I always do. So let's just say I feel some resistance when I want to post something on social media. And I post it and I feel the resistance in my body. As opposed to distracting myself like I used to do with food or just keep scrolling insistently, I drop my phone and I immediately imagine the teenage version of myself in front of me. And I ask her a question. I get very curious and I'm like, I'm really curious why you feel this way right now towards posting on social media. And she's like, I don't feel enough. Now, once she responds like, I don't feel enough, I get more curious, not judging. I was like, why don't you feel enough? And she goes, I don't know. The moment we get to I don't know, I just sit with her in silence. I don't try to fix anything. I just sit there. I just sit there for a few seconds, and it's okay to not know. And I have done this severally over the years, and I have seen that because I have approached those unconscious parts of me, that child, I have seen that with curiosity and openness, I have seen that it's allowed me over the years to get more compassionate and softer with that inner critic. It's still there, but it's not as loud as it used to be for so many years. Even before it became so loud, I wasn't even aware I was constantly judging everything I was doing in my life. But with awareness and honesty and curiosity to those parts of myself, it became easier for the inner critic to kind of take a back seat. It didn't disappear, it's still there, but now it's not as loud as it used to be because I got curious to that unconscious part of me, which I always tag the inner child that never felt seen or validated growing up as a child. And I just imagine her right in front of me. And I just ask her questions from a standpoint of curiosity. And I keep asking her a question from curiosity until we get to I don't know. And we just sit there, no trying to fix anything. And in that moment of I don't know, she feels seen. She's like, oh, you're not judging me for not knowing? And that's the doorway that creates the window or the wall in your mind to a window. That is it. So my friend, if you're currently in your life where you find that you're constantly judging yourself, you're constantly judging everything you do, start getting curious on how you relate to that voice in your head. Some people call it the inner critic, some people call it the unconscious parts of ourselves, but I have seen on my journey, approaching it with openness, curiosity, understanding for that child to feel seen and validated because we all have that part of us has tremendously transformed how I relate to that voice in my head.